Hello guys, I've just filled up $20 worth of gas. I don't know if you could see that or not, but it feels good to finally be making money. Even though I did get yelled at a little bit, but it wasn't even really getting yelled at by my boss. He just said he was OCD. He doesn't want to talk to me about cleaning ever again, but that's ridiculous considering the state of his restaurant. I mean, he's got rotting boards on the bottom of flat grills, like old plywood wood. It's pretty ridiculous. The tile is breaking, The restaurant's really not in good repair, but what is he gonna do? Spend all that money to get a new restaurant? I mean, I think he just has to do the best that he can until he finds a way to make more money, because right now business is not that good. It makes me think, how the hell am I gonna come up with enough money to start a restaurant? That's ridiculous. I guess I just have to be patient and save my money. I mean, I'm only good at one thing at this point. I'm really only good at one thing, and that's cooking. Because I've only cooked. I did go to college, but I didn't get a job that demanded me to use my mind in a way that is different from cooking. You could say that cooking is just as an intellectually demanding job as, I don't know, being a doctor. But being a doctor is a lot more, I don't know. I think there's more creative freedom to cooking. You can't just improvise when you're a doctor. You can't just come up with new procedures unless it's tested. But still, being a doctor pays a lot more. And I'd have a different life than the one I have now if I went to medical school. And the reason why I didn't go to medical school is because my parents, they split up. So I lost all motivation. And I just wanted to do one thing that made me feel good, and that one thing was writing a magazine. Actually, I take that back. Of all the things that I can do well, and that is quite lucrative, I guess writing. But how am I gonna use writing to improve my skills? Like, there's just not that much cool stuff around here to write about. I remember the reason why I dropped out of school was to pursue this sick magazine that I had. The idea was sick anyways. It was called the Columbian Enterprise, and I would just go around interviewing different artists and entrepreneurs. Get it? The Columbian Enterprise, like a collection of endeavors. A collection of endeavors native to America, because that's what Colombia means. It means American, not like Colombian Pablo Escobar. That's not what I mean at all. It's definitely a collection of artists and entrepreneurs that embody the entrepreneurial spirit that is iconically American. Anyways, what am I thinking about now? Oh, I left work today and I blazed. I blazed such a dense little nug. And unlike yesterday, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's too far away to smell it, and he wasn't even focused on me. And I was out of sight too, just because of the way that the restaurant is angled. Some parts of the parking lot are not visible from the porch. So the owner's talking to one of the hostesses or one of the servers, waitresses, by the back exit or the entrance. But they weren't focused on me. That's not something that I should be worried about. But I really just want to find a way that I can just make my passions work. It would be sick not to have to worry about what if I got kicked out. Actually, that's not something I worry about, but still, it'd be nice to have a place where I could just smoke in my house. Smoke wherever, whenever I wanted to. It's such a beautiful drive home. I wish I could show you guys all of it, but here's a little bit of it. Isn't it a beautiful scenery? Here's something cool coming up. Look at the cool biker. Just riding his bike. Pretty cool. Oh, that was pretty dangerous. I went to the one side of the road for too long and I lost sight of the road. That could have been pretty bad. Good thing it didn't. Or a good thing it wasn't. Look at the sun. Isn't that a beautiful view, if you could see it? I don't know if you guys could see that if the camera captured that, but it's pretty beautiful. Now something's wrong with this. Oh, I don't know what the hell was up with that. Somehow the bright sun caused the camera's AE lock to malfunction. I don't know what happened there. But imagine just seeing my bank account get filled with deposits from artists, rappers who want to use my beats, and from promoters for playing shows. That would be ideal. I'm gonna work really hard to get that to happen. And I wanna put my money where my mouth's at, because I know that at this point it would be safer to just let my money stack and not make any expensive purchases. But I guess the first thing that I will buy when I touch $1,000 is a computer. It's probably going to be around $1,000. It's probably going to be around $1,000. That's what the guy at Best Buy told me. He says, if you buy a laptop, spend over $1,000. So I just worked a third day, and now the owner wants me to go back tomorrow and on Friday. So that definitely puts me close to 40 hours a week. I wonder how much money I'm gonna make at this place. It's just so many hours, and there's like no business. I don't know. If the owner is willing to pay me $16 an hour to just every once in a while wash some dishes, every once in a while do some prep for almost 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day times 16, I have no idea what that is. Let's say 8 hours a day times 20. That's easy enough. Or here, let's do it this way. 16 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. Plus 16 times 8. So 6 times 8 is 48. And then 10 times 6 is 100. I think it's $108 a day. That would make $108 a day. That doesn't sound like very much to me. But then again, that's still a big amount of, a chunky amount of change. 16 times 8. Oh, it's more than that. 16 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. 10 times 8. There we go. That makes more sense. So it's 80 plus 48. 128. That's a good amount of change. That's a good amount of change, because at $20 at the end of the week, after I worked 5 days of those, it's going to become $100 or close. That's a good amount of change, gas money to have. So if every day I pocket, so I know I'm going to spend some other stuff too. Say I pocket $100, $100 a day, and I work 5 days a week. That's $500. That's 2 or 3 weeks worth of work to buy a $1,000 computer. Anyways, today, just the one thing that my boss bugged me out about. He said during a sentence, in the middle of a sentence, I don't want to have to say that again. I mean, what the fuck? That is really not a way to motivate or correct your new employees, because I still don't even know what he's talking about. He kind of just said it in a side spiel about how he's OCD, not really about the cleaning tasks at hand. But I understand him, and I guess that's the most important thing. He drove the point home. The point is that I have to do my best to make the restaurant clean. And if he gives me pointers, I'll take it, and I'll apply it to my work, and everything will be cleaner. Look at that, a good full tank of gas left. I'm not driving in a Range. I'm not driving in a Benz. This car feels rickety at times, especially when I turn it on and I hear like that loud ass motor. You know, it's not state of the art, but at least it gets me way farther than I would be able to go without it. So now we're at 15 minutes. I just got home, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Have a good day, guys.